Good afternoon. Today is the 1st of December and it is time for our monthly channel update. So as you can see, the weather in Hampshire is not exactly glorious today. Nevertheless, it's not going to affect what we're doing because we are celebrating the achievement of completing 23 plus a bonus video parts of the slightly shambolic shuffle around the NEC Classic Motor Show last month. That was the longest series of videos I've actually ever done, because technically there were 24 parts of it, but the last part wasn't really part of a series, like a bonus video, which will be coming up on the channel really quite soon. I do not intend next year to have to do that many. I think the reason why is because the auction, which was in the very, very early parts, sort of between 2 and 6, I think it was much bigger than usual. It was about double the size. I think that's what did it. Some of the other areas were a little bit smaller, but the auction was so much bigger, and the prices at that auction, Ford Escort Mark II selling for £170,000. The utterly insane Porsche 911 993 guided at between £700,000 and £900,000, which didn't sell. And then things like XJSs and stuff like that at much more reasonable money. Classic car market is very, very strange at the moment. But anyway, we'll obviously be looking to go back to Barron's Classic Car Auctions and having a look at some prices at some point. So I don't know if they've got a sale this month or not. I will check. If they have, then we'll be going. So that's not a problem. So yes, we are in the sunny today. I need to tighten the battery terminals on this because I had a problem with that yesterday. Apart from that, that is fine. We have changed one of the cars on the fleet, which is going to be in a series of 3 very vague logs coming up later this month, exactly what happened and what we've done. Some of you who are our channel members on the Rover 45 V6 and Set Toledo membership tiers will already know exactly what's happened. The rest of you, you're going to have to wait a couple of weeks because the very vague vlogs are recorded about 3 weeks in advance. So hopefully you can wait, or you can upgrade to a channel membership. I'd much rather, though, that you didn't feel in any way obligated to give money towards the channel's running costs. Obviously, any channel on YouTube has running costs. We have one heck of a lot of running costs because it's an automotive channel. We just went through a puddle. And Mr. Richardson Furious Driving actually highlighted this earlier on. It's not an AI channel or anything. You actually have to put proper work in and travel and film cars and stay in hotels and that kind of stuff, and it costs money. So if you do want to support the channel on a monthly basis, there are quite a few people who do and have done for several years, which I'm incredibly grateful for, then feel free to do so. But, I'd much rather actually, if you want to support the channel, do it by the following methods, which are free. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, hype the video. Actually, that's something else you can do that I'm not very familiar with, but apparently that exists too. So if you can do that, then that is very much appreciated. So having done the NEC Classic Motor Show and surviving, that was hard work, that. I suggest, actually, if you've not seen them, there's 2 extremely good videos on the Grand Thrift Auto channel by Mr. Charles, who did a superb video about the sort of most unusual cars at the show, and also one about the most orange cars at the show. And I thoroughly recommend those. They're not very long, not like the 23.5 part Shambolic Shuffle. And they are a sort of humorous look at what goes on. And he's very, very good at that. And he has the smoothest voice in the entirety of automotive YouTube. So there we go. Thank you as well for people who enjoyed the video on the Jaguar S-Type, which I don't think I'll be buying one, but I appreciate it nevertheless. And everything else that was sort of coming out. We have a vast selection of stuff I've been doing in the background. I think by tomorrow I will have 10 reviews in hand, and we're going to do even more this month. I've already got trips planned to Essex and a trip planned to Milton Keynes and Aylesbury, where we're going to be, I think, doing about 4 cars per trip, which is my aim, just to keep going, keep things running. And also, I've just been offered something that I think will be the Christmas special. We're not actually uploading on Christmas Day, because on Christmas Day, it's actually one of the worst days to upload videos. It doesn't really work very well. People are with their families watching the King's speech, enjoying turkey, not sprouts, so I don't like sprouts, I'm not eating sprouts. So we'll put a video up on Christmas Day, but it won't be this one. We're going to probably put the Christmas special up on another day. And then we're going to go to 2 completely insane events on Boxing Day. Like last year, we're going to Wickham Square, which is the most disorganised event I have ever seen in my entire life. But you seem to enjoy it, all of you, despite the fact people complained about the sound sync issue, which I couldn't do anything about. We're going to go again. Hopefully that won't happen. And then we'll be going to Lockheath again for their Boxing Day event, which is often really, really good. There's also an event planned for New Year's Day, so there's plenty to keep going. We're also going to be looking at what I think the best cars were that I filmed this year. At some point, we'll be looking at, as usual, I do every year, a sort of quantified look at which reviews I thought did particularly badly and which reviews did surprisingly well. It's something I do. I don't know why people don't like watching that. I do it every year. Maybe you just don't have the sort of brain that I do. I am neurodivergent, like Ian Seabrook is, and so possibly maybe neurodivergent people like it, maybe other people who aren't don't. So I will continue to do it like we do other things. We'll obviously be doing the very vague vlogs. We've got a couple of, as I said before, we find out what we actually happened to one of the cars on the fleet, and also what replaced it, which would be the video afterwards. But we've got other things coming up as well. We'll be doing obviously top 10 best-selling cars. We always do that. And we have a plethora of no-budget reviews, sensible second-hand reviews. And I think at least one episode of Sensible Second-Hand Classics. It's all coming, and I hope you'll be on board for all of that. I am very grateful to all of you for watching the channel during November, for subscribing if you're new. Welcome to the absolute shambolic mess that is this channel. But to be honest, a lot of you wouldn't have it any other way. There are lots of channels on YouTube where the videography and the editing and things like that are superb. We used to do that sort of thing. We used to get Mr. Franks in and Mr. Richardson and Mr. Bill to make lots of Three Jacket reviews, but people didn't like to watch those for some reason, despite having had hundreds of pounds spent for each episode. So we don't really do that anymore. We actually save some money, and we have shambolic content, all made by me, and it's pretty terrible, but somebody seems to like it. So I think that's the way we're going to leave things for now. Hopefully the weather improves as well. It's not very nice driving around in a very, very old car in weather like this. Fortunately, this car doesn't actually leak, so that's good. But yes, I do hope you will enjoy December 2025 on this channel. I'm trying to decide at the moment how we'll just put these reviews out in, which is going to be interesting. We may, in the end, have like 15 in hand. I like up to 30 in hand. I would say managed to get 30 reviews ahead of the schedule, which was absolutely bonkers. I don't really recommend you work like that. Work more like James Martin from the JM on Cars channel. He is the ultimate example of how to run an automotive YouTube channel very successfully. So there we go. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment below so you can help this channel to thrive. And we shall see you again, I suppose, next month for another channel update.